shall we?
Let's get on with it.
What a day.
Oh dear. Someone's left a trap out for us.
Moving.
A trap. Someone doesn't like visitors.
No one's stopped me yet. Have to keep going. Let's get going.
Keep your distance, darling.
Should be easy.
It looks boring. Suspiciously shallow. Is there a false bottom?
Nice stab. All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have.
Even have the murder weapon.
Details, details.
Look, investigator. Brilgor might have been a criminal, but he was no murderer. You're missing something. You have to be.
Enough, Yanis. Listen to yourself. You are defending a man who ritually slaughtered your high priest. The evidence speaks for itself. Brilgor killed Father Lorgan, then, be it out of shame or profane duty, offed himself with the same blade. Case closed, Sister Yanis.
Shitey little elephant. Oh, I apologize, stranger. Language like that hardly befits a rector of Ilmater. You could certainly say that. 2 people just died on temple grounds. Our high priest, Father Lorgan, and one of the new refugees, Brilgor. Investigator Valeria thinks it's a murder and is content to blame Brilgor, the politically convenient target. Brilgor was a refugee. No one sticks up for them at the best of times, and with Gortash in power, well, I expect the Flaming Fists will ban refugee aid now one of them's blamed for murder. Feel free to look around the temple, but fair warning, the investigator won't change her mind without significant new evidence. Charetta's caress would be my best bet. That's her usual haunt after closing a case. I really hope you find something. For all our sakes. How goes the search? Assassins under this temple is certainly unnerving news. Thank you for taking care of them. You're on the right track. Please, keep looking. How goes the search? The killing happened in the kitchen cellar. Could be a good place to start.
By allowing his faithful to suffer the most? We let more outsiders in and more Baldurians die. Duke Stelmane, Father Lorcan, it's no coincidence.
We have faith here, Bill. Faith in people, no matter where they're from.
Who had more faith than Father Lorcan? How did that work out? Exactly. Lorcan let a killer into our temple due to his misguided compassion. His faith got him murdered.
Bill, I beg you, be quiet. Even sinners receive Ilmater's grace, and Father Lorcan knew that. We don't pick and choose who we aid. Thank you, stranger. I take some solace knowing that he died in Ilmater's service.
Does Ilmater's service involve protecting heretic absolutists? Or perhaps I missed that sermon.
Enough, Bill. You seem a kind soul. Our temple is open to you. Walk well.
Decide who deserves Ilmater's grace.
The Crying One weeps today. Our Father Lorcan is dead. Murdered. I don't want to talk. My heart is in mourning.
The priests will open the temple up again. You will see. They're good people. Holy people.
If you're looking for Ilmater's charity, you're out of luck. They've turned their backs on us, like everyone else.
They've had nothing but scraps for days.
Stelmane is dead.
Ah! A new face!
This does not
Something
bode
to
well.
send? Oh, don't be shy. Welcome to Sword Coast Couriers. To send and to serve. Delivery not guaranteed. Comwick, that's a real shame. Fine courier he was. Stumped how I'll replace him. Most want to get into the city these days, not leave it. We've had to cut our courier services completely. I'll tell you, it's left me in a right pickle. I've sent what I can by pigeon, but now something's attacking them and all. Become a postmaster, Danzo. It'll be easy. Nobody mentions having to spend your evenings hunting for pigeon carcasses, do they? Well, if it's not too much trouble, I'd be much obliged. Any letters you find, bring them back to me, unopened, of course, and there's some gold in it for you. Don't suppose you've, stumbled across those letters yet? Much appreciated. They'll turn up in the last place you look, I'm sure.
Pigeons are very sensitive. They can't fly straight if they're disturbed.
Name and rank! Quickly now! There's a war on! At ease! At ease! I am Commander Lightfeather, leader of the finest aerial communication regiment this side of the Triumpha. State your purpose, Groundwalker. I don't have all day. Letters? Ah! You mean the top secret communiques attached by the Tall One. They didn't arrive. No doubt they were attached to one of our recent casualties. Intelligence is in short supply, but we know our enemies flanked us on the west side, not one rooftop away. We're avoiding the whole area. I won't lose one more beak to the Blighter. If you pass that way, beware the sign of the featherless wings. From that rooftop, none return.
A little wet under the wing for our unit. The commander will soon straighten you out.
I've no need of a wing man. Commander Lightfeather will give you your briefing.
When will I get to train the dog?
Woof! Ah, you speak, which means you're not a dog. So, what the hell are you doing in my kennels? Found him, did you? I can't say I'm surprised. Gomwick never kept him on a tight leash. Bring him here, and I'll give him a once-over for you. Check him for worms and so on.
Oh, yes, please, I'd love to see him.
He's a good dog. We'd both love to see him again.
Scratch! Oh, it's good to see you, boy!
Shut up, Dringo, and get back to work. And you've been slacking as well, Scratch, my boy. This dog is property of Sword Coast Couriers. I'll take him off your hands now. Gomwick was his handler, not his owner. I can do whatever I please. He's my dog. Now get out. This is a private yard. You'll do no such thing.
It's not just Scratch. She's always hurting the dogs.
Shut your mouth, Dringo. Last warning. Fine. You think you can do a better job without me? Be my guest. They're a useless bunch of mongrels. You're welcome to them.
You got rid of her. I'll do a better job looking after these dogs than she ever did. I promise.
Thank you for making Mistress go away. She was horrid.
Mistress is gone. Mistress is gone! I mean, such terrible news. She will be missed.
Stop fretting. The steel watch will put a stop to this.
Frame of passion, deeper conspiracy. Bet you want to know all about Stelmane's murder? Hottest topic in Rivington. Apart from the March of the Absolute's army, I suppose. Got today's edition of the Baldur's Mouth Gazette right here. You want one? Excellent. You enjoy that one, all right? It's really gory.
Great headline. There's nowhere else to go. Please.
Orders are orders. We've got ours, you've got yours. I need you to step fascinating.
There must be something.
Outraged. This is front page material. That'll make a great headline. Fascinating. Our readers will be outraged. This is front page material. That'll make a great headline.
My son. He's only a boy. You must understand.
Fascinating. Sir! We can't let you in. Our readers will be
I thought we'd be safe in the gate. I heard the stories.
Well, all you want. We've got enough mouths to feed. We don't need your
Great headline.
Our kind.
Fascinating.
refugees. Outsiders.
Enough! Sir, you need to stay. Our readers will be outraged. Ah! Are you trying to get into the city? Got a minute to tell me about your experience at the gate today? I'm Lens, roving reporter for the Baldur's Mouth Gazette. My editor sent me to cover the drama out here at the gate. He wants some fluff piece about the heroic Steel Watch keeping the mob at bay, whether or not that's the truth or not. We are, and I am. It's my editor who seems to have forgotten. Mr. Needle's gotten pally with that Lord Gortash. Suddenly can't sing his praises highly enough. Seems like everything we write needs Gortash's approval. Can't recognise my own work by the time they're done editing. At the Gazette's print house. Though it's in the lower city, so you'll need to get past the gates first. Come to think of it, you remind me of someone he was writing a piece about. You, might want to speak to him about that. Set the record straight before the ink is dry, so to speak. Now, if you don't mind, I've got some edits to make.
I said,
This front page material.
Pa said the Flaming Fist would be nice, but they don't seem nice.
Get in line. We were here first.
I'm not going anywhere. Not till they let us through.
Take it somewhere else. My hands are full.
Please, my son. He's only a boy.
I've got my eye on you. And them over there too. I don't miss a thing.
You'd be safe in the gate. I heard the stories.
Well, all you want. We've got enough mouths to feed.
Great headline.
We don't need your kind.
Halt! By orders of Lord Gortash, refugees are no longer allowed in the city. Turn around. Well, do you have the means to support yourself? Right. Article 30.1.5 of the Council's Decree on Extraordinary Wartime Measures. I am confiscating that. The city thanks you for your contribution. Your name? Oh, take it up with the Duke if you don't like it. Now, your name?
Well met, citizen Fluffington.
Your parasite stirs. From the construct, you feel connection, resonance.
I am a Steel Watcher, citizen. Here to serve the people of Baldur's Gate in the name of Lord Enver Gortash.
State your business. Uh-huh. Eyes open, body still. The Watcher will communicate with our new intelligence directorate. They'll determine if you're a threat to the city. Upstanding citizens have no reason to fear. And you are an upstanding citizen, aren't you?
Behind the Watcher's gaze, a presence awakens. You are seen. You are known. Your party's prior transgressions are reflected in its stare, as witnessed by the cult's ever-alert, scrying eyes. It has heard the howls of slaughtered goblins. It has seen the deep shadows of Grimforge, and the stone floors left bloodied. It knows the cold walls of Moonrise Towers, and the cultists who fell there. The Watcher speaks directly into your mind with a voice like poisoned honey.
You are marked for special treatment. Not simply an enemy of the people, but an enemy of the Absolute. Come quietly, or die. Please comply now, citizen. I will interpret any further hesitation as resistance.
Eat this, you pile of junk!
Villains, take heed.
God damn it all!
Recovery is
Fight
imminent.
those little bastards or I'll have your heads!
Don't linger. Into the shadows.
Have a lot on my mind. Well, in it.
This unit is damaged, citizen. This unit is damaged, citizen. This unit is damaged.
Our readers will be outraged.
That's curious.
This unit is damaged.
It's front page material.
Trust no one. Simple. Go.
I've got a long road ahead. Wonder if the gods are watching me.
Problem, and you look like the bully.
What to do?
Footprints. Small ones. They're heading towards that cave. Huh?
Still alive. So that's progress. How much farther can I go?
The boss is expecting you. Hasn't forgotten what you did for him at Moonrise.
You think I want my clan facing down one of those walking death machines with cutlery? Then leave me to my work. Only if you're quick. now let me get back to it.
You look different when you're not trying to talk someone down from igniting a barrel of rune powder. Chuck your questions at Wulbrum. That's his job. I can make time for chatter after you know what's what.
Locked. But there's no keyhole. Must be a switch or something nearby.
Still trying to calm down a bit. Talk to Wulbrum, would you?
Look, unless you're an expert in steel watcher gyroscopics, please get out of my light.
Good to see you. Wasn't sure you'd make it to the city. Regretting it yet? I spent a lot of time thinking of worst-case scenarios while I was locked in that cell you plucked me out of at Moonrise. I didn't imagine anything as bad as this. The Gondians have handed Enver Gortash the means to bring about the end of liberty in Baldur's Gate. And the citizens have rolled out the red carpet for the new tyrant. Resistance fighters are few and far between. My Ironhands, what's left of the Harpers, and you. I hope. Good. We don't have a chance unless we stick together. Not while the Gondians' metal monsters are patrolling the streets. The Steel Watch, they're a threat to you, me, and every man, woman, and child in this city. They act all civilized, servants of the people, but they only serve one man. When he becomes Grand Duke, it will only get worse. Laws will change, freedoms will vanish, and soon you'll be accused and sentenced before you've even committed a crime. And the fucking Gondians are to blame for all of it. I can blame them for precisely that reason. They invented the Steel Watchers, and they're building an army of them. These Gondians are not poor, unknowing mages scribbling spell scrolls for minute meteors or acid arrows. They are complicit. They've always been happy to provide their technology to despots in exchange for a stipend and the freedom to work in peace. They would have licked Saravok's boots, given the chance. And now they'll kiss Gortash's ring while this city screams. I had a plan to put a stop to them. But the way things are now, if we stick our heads above ground, the Watchers are on us like flies on shit. I'm sure you can. You just need a little assistance, and I can provide it. The Gondians are ingenious, but we're more than equal to them. There's nothing they can build that the Ironhands can't tear down. I've built something unique for just that purpose. A rune powder bomb. First of its kind. 50 wizards high on the weave couldn't summon this kind of firepower. Get the bomb inside the Gondian facility, and boom. Problem solved. The Gondians picked their side the minute they took orders from Gortash. If they had any courage, they'd have refused him and died like heroes, spitting in his face. Now they'll die like the dogs they are. Fine. You want to try flapping your gums in the belly of the beast, be my guest. But their idea of diplomacy is a steel fist shoved where the sun don't shine. So take the bomb. Just in case I'm right and you're wrong. As long as you see sense, I don't care when you see it. The foundry is in the lower city. Down by the docks. Beautiful building. Belching smoke into the sky day and night. Getting inside won't be easy, but when you do, place the bomb at the heart of the facility. Get yourself back to street level. The streets will be clear of watchers in no time.
Breeds madness.
Keep a blade close.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.